Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Independence Update, the show where we highlight yesterday and tomorrow today. As always, I am your host, Kevin Neal Smith, and as you know, we have recently been taking this show out into the community to check out different businesses, speak with different leaders here in Clarkston, and earlier today, we spent time at Dignified CrossFit, so we'd like to take a look at that now. Hey everybody, I'm here with Colin Thiede with Dignified CrossFit. Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
So tell me, how'd you get into CrossFit?
Started CrossFit when I was actually a teenager. Originally got into it for some strength and conditioning for rugby was my main sport that I played. And then as I got deeper into it, fell in love with it, started just CrossFitting full time, then got into coaching and later on into owning the gym.
That's awesome. So pretty natural progression, it sounds
Yeah, absolutely.
like. So when you get into the coaching and stuff like that, are you certified in some stuff? What are you certified in?
Yeah, so I'm a certified CrossFit trainer, which is a CrossFit level 3 trainer. That's the only level that's a certified trainer in CrossFit. The other ones are just certificate holders.
Okay.
So I've worked my way up, and there are only about 500 level 3s in the world, and so I've worked my way up to that.
So how long has this location been here?
We've been here for just over 3 years now, about 3.5 years, coming up on 4 years later in the spring.
And what kind of services do you provide the community?
Yeah, we have a wide range of services. We have group classes is what we mainly offer. We have adult group classes and youth group classes. And in that we have a couple different programs including CrossFit and then also another version of that called our FIT program that is just a little bit toned down from some of the barbell movements.
Awesome. And what's your favorite thing to do with CrossFit? Is it the training? Is it coaching? Is it seeing people get better? What is it?
Absolutely. I love the progression that people make. A lot of times people come in and they are apprehensive of some of the stuff that we might do, and it's really fun being able to show them that they can do these things and watching them do things that they never thought they could.
Yeah, right on. So let me ask you about the community in general. What's your favorite thing about Clarkston? What do you love about this area?
Oh man, this area, it's just a lot of good people. I've been around other communities before, and I really just find that there are a lot of good people in Clarkston that they come in, you can have good conversations with them, they're really down to earth. They work hard, which really pays off in this type of gym setting, so it's really nice to have those hardworking people.
Yeah, right. And where do you see yourself going? I think you were telling me before the interview you're going to start training people to train.
Yeah, absolutely. So soon I'll be working with CrossFit headquarters, training new CrossFit trainers around the world. So that's a very big step that I'm happy to be taking. And then as far as the gym goes, continue to grow and continue to help as many people in the Clarkston community. We've been growing every year that we've been here, and that's the goal, is to continue to grow and help the Clarkston and surrounding areas as much as we can.
Right on. So when you're helping the Clarkston community and you're learning new things from the main headquarters of CrossFit or whatever like that, what kind of stuff are you bringing back to the community? What kind of interesting, unique knowledge, I guess? Yeah,
so CrossFit really kind of pioneered the group training model and a lot of the functional movements that we do. There was a lot of misconceptions in kind of classic weightlifting back in the day. So it's really fun to be able to bring new movements in, a lot more free weights. Obviously we don't have a lot of big, heavy gym equipment that a lot of people think of in here. So it's fun to be able to teach people a lot of things that they've never learned before with fitness.
Awesome. You mentioned misconceptions. So are there any misconceptions you've heard people have about CrossFit?
Yeah, there are a few. I think the biggest one that I hear is that it's scary or that they're going to get hurt.
That's the one I always hear.
Yeah, those are the two. So the first one, it being scary, it can be intimidating. Again, that's why we have our FIT program, which we do a little bit less of the barbell movements. But we really do. Our oldest CrossFit member is 75 years old.
Right on.
He comes in here, he comes into our classes. We can scale anything down to work with anybody. So while one person might be doing pull-ups, we have another person doing ring rows, and we can make anything work. And then that second one, the injury part of it, again, that's why I have dedicated a lot of time to becoming a CrossFit Level 3 trainer, and now I'm going to be helping other people get to that level. There are a lot of CrossFit gyms out there, and we just absolutely make sure that we dedicate time to making sure people are going nice and slow at the first when they first join, and that they learn things the right way.
And you have a lot of people come in. You mentioned the 75-year-old, and it reminds me of something I experienced. I did a Tough Mudder like 2-3 years ago, and I remember coming across this guy that was like in his 70s, and it was like his 10th Tough Mudder. It was insane. It's crazy what you can do at that age if you're taking care of your body, right?
Absolutely.
So do you have people come in that are training for like 5Ks or Tough Mudders or anything like that?
Yeah, so we get a whole assortment of people who come in. We have people like that who have a specific goal, maybe a mudder or something like that. We have people coming in just looking to lose weight, that they haven't been doing anything, and so we help them just kind of get started. Our classes are soccer moms right next to competitive CrossFitters. It's a really wide range of people, and it makes it a lot of fun.
That's cool. So it's pretty obvious you can adhere to anybody, really. You can offer services to anybody.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, like I told you before the interview, I recently injured my neck, but maybe you can show us some of the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
Awesome. Let's get at it.
Thank you.
Sweet. So Colin's going to show off an advanced pull-up as well as a beginner's ring row, right?
Absolutely.
Ring row? Is that, did I say that right? All right,
yeah,
cool.
ring row. So again, this is something that we might start somebody off with on the rings. Some of our more advanced athletes will be on the pull-ups. So this is a kipping version of the pull-up. Again, a lot of people say it's a cheating pull-up. There's a reason that we use this in CrossFit so that you can do some more than you'd be able to do strict pull-ups, which we do those as well. So I'll show you a couple of these and then how we can kind of tone that down for the new person walking in the door.
Perfect, man. Take it away. Now, is the idea that it's called the cheating because you're using momentum and movement?
Exactly. So we use the hip so that we can do a few extra reps.
Okay.
So that's why, some people will say that, hey, it's too much. It looks funny. It's something that's not as traditional, but we use that and do that on a purpose.
Right on. So let's take a look at this.
Yeah. And then the ring row can be just as simple as leaning back, straight arms, pulling the rings to your chest, and repeating there.
I need to get one of these for my house, man.
Yeah, and we can make it easier by walking the feet back. And now we're a little bit more vertical, a lot easier. Make it harder by walking the feet in front. So it's a good way for people coming in to still work on pulling themselves up without having to get up on the big bar.
Now imagine if I came in here and I was at the beginner level, I would be working my way up
Exactly,
that ladder,
yeah.
right?
We'd start you here, develop your shoulder strength, make sure that we're confident that your shoulders can handle it. Then we'd start to teach you the pull-up on the bar.
Awesome. What's next?
All right, next we'll grab out a box, maybe show a box jump versus a step up. Again, something that somebody might be doing more advanced versus beginner.
Perfect. Well, you're doing all the hard work here with all the working out today, so I'm going to let you take it away. Tell us the difference between these two items here.
Yeah, so again, just like anything in the gym, we have different height boxes for different levels. So this box can go all the way up to 30 inches if we want to. We can flip it up to the high side. We can take it down. Then we have the lower boxes. And I'm going to show you a couple variations again for somebody maybe a little bit more advanced, looking to challenge themselves, versus somebody just coming in looking to get moving and maybe lose some weight or something like that.
Right on.
So the full box jump is jumping up, standing up all the way on top of the box, and repeating. That's, again, we can make it higher if we need to, versus somebody just coming in, maybe either jumping on top of the lower box or even just stepping up, still getting on top of the box, alternating legs, still working out the legs, the same concept, but again, just applied a little bit different depending on the level of the athlete.
Awesome, awesome. So let's say I'm interested in this place. Where can I get more information?
Yeah, our website, dignifiedcrossfit.com, has all the information about our programs and how to get started. We have a fitness assessment that we do for free for anybody who's interested to come in. We'll sit down and talk about their goals that they have, what they're looking to accomplish, show them the gym, put them through a little workout so we can see where they're at, and then we'll help them get started in whatever direction they need.
Awesome. And let's also say I've looked at the site, I've looked at it, and I'm trying to figure out if it's for me. What would you say to somebody that's on the fence?
Yeah, I'd say, give it a go, because there's no shame in trying something at the very least. We're really built this gym around community. So once you get started, that's all you have to do. I tell people if you walk in the door, everything else is going to be taken care of. We think of the workouts. Our coaches are here to make sure you're doing everything the right way. And then you have an awesome group of people that's going to hold you accountable. So all you have to do is start. We'll take care of the rest.
And what about nutrition? You guys kind of offer nutrition?
We do, yeah. So that's part of what we do. We have a director of nutrition for the gym that she helps set goals for people. We will get nutrition plans in place and help with any questions that you need with nutrition as well.
Awesome, man. Hey, thanks again for showing us around.
Yeah,
This place
thank
is
you.
great. And We'll catch you next time. So that was our trip to Dignified CrossFit, hanging out with Colin here, and we're going to send it back to Kevin in the studio. Hey, thanks a lot, Past Kevin, and another big shout out to Colin at Dignified CrossFit for showing us around today. If you'd like to find out anything about them, you can go to their website, which we will put somewhere in this frame. Now, moving along to government meetings. Clarkston City Council held a meeting on February 11th. The council discussed parking on Buffalo. The council also had a public hearing on the Recreation Master Plan that they have been creating for the next several years. The next City Council meeting will be on February 26th, which is one day after my birthday. On February 12th, the Board of Education held a workshop meeting. The school board heard a presentation from a representative for MASB on how to proceed with the search for a new superintendent. They also had discussion and asked plenty of questions throughout the presentation, and their next regular meeting will be on Monday, February 26th. On February 12th, the Independence District Library also held a meeting. The meeting consisted of 2 agenda items. The first was about board self-evaluations, and the second was a bank project update. The next Independence District Library Board meeting will be on March 12th, so be sure to mark your calendars. On January 23rd, the Township Board held a regular meeting. The board began the meeting with a presentation on the Township's new ISO rating for the fire department. This rating should have a positive impact on the residents of the Township. With the new ISO rating of 3, residents should expect to see a decrease in their yearly homeowners insurance costs. We would like to congratulate the fire department on this new rating. In regular business, there was the approval of various budget amendments. The board also approved to retain bond administrative services for the North Sashabaw Road project that the township hopes to begin later this year. The township board also approved a new fleet management system for township-owned vehicles. The next Township Board meeting for the trustees is on February 20th. The Zoning Board of Appeals held a meeting on February 7th. The board heard 2 cases. The first case was about 2 variances for the purpose of a lot split. The board discussed and ultimately decided to postpone a vote until the resident could gather more info for the board. The second item of new business was for a front yard setback to construct a home addition. The board approved the request, and their next meeting will be on March 7th. The Planning Commission meeting for February 8th was canceled, and their next meeting will be on March 8th. Now remember, tapings of our government meetings can be found at independencetelevision.com. We would also like to remind anyone who wishes to see the Township Board of Trustees live but is unable to attend, you can watch it on our YouTube. So just search for Independence Township Government. We recently helped Parks, Recreation, and Seniors with a youth sports promo for the month of February, and we would like to share that with you now.
Hey Jeff, doesn't this weather make you so excited for our spring and summer sports? I wonder if people know that registration's going on.
Gee, Lisa, I think we should probably tell them.
Yeah.
So, we have ongoing registration right now for our youth soccer leagues. It is for kids ages 4 to 18 and goes all the way until February 9th. And then our actual games start on April 14th.
And we also have our youth baseball registration happening. And those leagues are for ages 3 to 18 years old. Our last day to register is March 16th, and we have practices beginning in May. Opening day is Saturday, June 2nd this year. And that's something that you want to go to so you can see all the sponsors and meet all the teams that are playing in our leagues.
And in case you missed it, we also need coaches for our youth soccer league as well. So, for any more information, to register, or even to download forms, visit www.itprs.org.
See you on the fields!
Hey, thanks Jeff and Lisa for all the information. Now, if your kids are looking for summer sports, itprs.org is one of the places you should consider checking out. Registration is happening throughout the next several months for various fun outdoor activities. We would also like to remind you that the 33rd Annual Clarkston Community Awards are happening on May 22nd, so if you are interested in nominating someone or attending, please visit clarkstonchurch.com for more information. Here at ITV, we have been working on episode 2 of Jack, our look into the Mayville Mastodon, and it is finally out. Make sure you visit our YouTube page to catch the latest episode. And as always, if you are looking for more events happening around town, make sure you check out www.clarkstoncalendar.org. To catch any shows, you can tune into Channel 10 or check us out on YouTube under Independence Television. You can follow us on Facebook, also under Independence Television, to stay up to date with all the things we have happening here at ITV. We are always looking for new show producers, so if you have a show idea or have an event you would like us to cover, please email us at update@independencetelevision.com, or you can call us at 248-623-3661. We would also like to ask any business or organization who wishes to be spotlighted here on Update to contact us, which, by the way, Dignified CrossFit was the first one to do so, so hopefully we get more in soon. We would like to end today's show with a video. Back in November, the Clarkston Wolves won the football state championship for Division I football here in Michigan, and here is a short video looking at that. We hope you enjoy, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one.
I think it's very important to see the different and varying levels of successes that students have, and they're all different kinds of success. Obviously, something like the state football championship or the basketball championship last year, it's on a very big stage, and it's very important to the community, it's very important to our school environment, but we try to take celebration in all the successes our kids have. I think something that was unique and special to me about the football championship that we just experienced was the way in which these kids went about winning it. Honestly, I can say I don't know if at the beginning of the year this would have been a prediction that many people, including people in our community, would have made, that they would have made it to the state championship, let alone win it in the fashion that they did. These kids fought, they faced adversity, they made changes, their coaches were there to support them, they improved all year long, and I think that's the special thing about this run that we've had this year, and there are a lot of lessons to be taken from that.
These kids bought into what we were selling. I'm a little bit old school. We talked about the team, the team, the team. The kids bought into it. They were the most unselfish group I've ever seen. They didn't care who got the ball, they didn't care who got the highlights, who got their name in the paper. They were just in there for each other, and they did a tremendous job.
The brotherhood and just the chemistry that we all had this year was, I can't even explain it. Like, more than half that team I've been playing with since I was like 8 years old, when we were just getting introduced to what football was.
I think the thing that was the most special about our team was that we were a team. You know, we were going up against a team that had a lot of Division I recruits and stuff, but they were more individualized, I think. And, you know, we came together and we got our job done. And, you know, we did what our coaches told us, and I think that's where we got them. Everyone always says like Clarkston has a huge fan base and that we travel so well. It's just a great thing to see, you know, run out there, you know, seeing everyone, former players, parents, you know, everyone from all ages. It was just super surreal.
Community backing has always been tremendous. That's one of the things that I contribute to our success, whether it be the guys at the games or whether it be financial support or whether it be, hey, we can get this kid a job. You know, our community is awesome. And I also got to give a shout out to our coaching staff. I've got a great group of assistant coaches. They spend a ton of time working at it and making sure that our kids are successful.
They just taught me how to be a man, how to be courageous, never stop working hard.
This entire season they put in countless hours that, you know, none of us can see. We're their second family and in some cases their first family, so it's super nice for them to put that much effort in for us.
You get people like our coaches, like Coach Richardson, who's been around for 30+ years, who, you know, this graying bearded guy in front of you was on one of his football teams in 1987. You know, you get coaches like Coach Fife and Coach Price, and our coaches who have incredible longevity. And you get, you know, Mr. Lewis with band, and Mr. Peterson with choir, and Mr. Tice was here with our theater department. The years that these people put in, it's probably close to 1,000 years of experience these people have. And there's no substitute for that and the experiences they have in working with kids and the understandings that they have with kids. If you talk to anybody who's gone through these programs, they have learned some type of life lesson that they carry with them today, that they use in their jobs, that they use when they're raising their children. It is very, very special. It's not easy, but it's very special, and I think we're very blessed and very lucky to have, those individuals guiding our kids around here.